Hi there guys, you join me today in this lovely, cozy boutique in the Old Town of Geneva, here with Raymond Weil and the third generation CEO of the company, Elie Bernheim. Thank you so much for joining me, sir.
I'm so happy to welcome you here in our first boutique in the center of Geneva, in the Old Town of Geneva, a location I like particularly. So happy to welcome you here.
It's the place to be in Geneva, but I want to talk about something that's not as old as Old Town Geneva.
For sure.
50th anniversary of the brand, and you have been running the brand for how long now?
12 years.
For 12 years.
Yeah.
So you've had a good chunk of the company is under your leadership.
Well, more or less, yes.
So what's the personal journey been like for you with this brand? You've grown up knowing it, and now it's been under your control for 12 years. This is a big milestone for the company. How does that feel? Is there a lot of pressure on you for this year?
Not so much pressure, pleasure, I would say. And celebrating, I think, the 50 years anniversary of our independence. Even if it's only 50, it's 50 for three generations of guys that are passionate about watches. And I think that it means a lot to me, to my father, who is not anymore, I would say, operationally into the company, but who is next to me sometimes when I need to take him over the phone and so on to get some advice. So an important milestone for sure.
And as we know, in the watch industry, there's only one way to celebrate an anniversary and a milestone, and that's with an anniversary watch. Tell me about the 50.
I mean, the 50 is not a very original name for a 50th limited edition, but it's a name that sounds to my ears very, very nicely. So it's the 50. Mm-hmm. It's the limited edition numbered on 50. We took the decision to develop the 50th anniversary timepiece based on our Millesime collection, the one that won the GPHG awards in 2023. So it was for me quite obvious that the Millesime should be with a chronograph movement on a small diameter case, which is a 37mm case, combination of steel and white gold bezel, and using the movement that was very famous in the late 70s. By the way, it was probably the final year of production of this specific movement, which is the Valjoux 23.6, both stainless steel and white gold bezel. And using the Valjoux movement that we have completely disassembled, restored, customized in order to have something very, very specific and very special.
And did you find it difficult to source those movements?
It was not so obvious, but thanks to the very strong and good relationship that my predecessor and myself managed to have with suppliers in the Sheldrake, we managed to get 50 brand new Valjoux movements.
So new old stock.
Yeah. Wow. From the 70s, from a production of 70s. Obviously, I mean, 50 years later, it was important for us to make sure that every single component was working properly. So we have completely restored it.
A watch brand being around for 50 years is a big milestone, but you've managed to do so while remaining independent. Is that to you a real focal point as the CEO now for 12 years? Remaining independent, is that important to you?
It is. It is. It's part of my blood. It's part of my, of who I am. I think that, and what is the company. If you would have asked me what is my ultimate goal, I would be dreaming about one day passing the baton to a fourth generation. Then I would feel that I will have properly managed my family-owned company.
And how do you go about maintaining independence in a market that is growing by the day, especially your sector? It's becoming more and more crowded. We're having more and more brands be sort of spring out of nowhere, or they move their price point into yours. How do you maintain your independence? What's the strategy?
I mean, the fact that there are new players coming into that price range, I think it's definitely for me a big stimulation. We need that. I mean, to have competitors in order to bring fresh ideas, fresh concepts to our old industry. So I think that for me, not only a challenge, but an opportunity that I can see in the market. And at the end of the day, no matter what, we as a family company, we need to grow. We need to develop our new timepiece with the idea to attract new end consumers. And that's what we did, I think, since a couple of years already.
And we mentioned it earlier, the 2023 GPHG awards. Did that feel like a tidal change for you in the company? Did it feel like that was a historical moment in the history of Raymond Weil?
It was one of them, I would say. We got that night and the days after sort of spotlight on our brand, which we were all very happy and excited about that. And the fact that this prize came from our peers.
Yes. The new piece, the 50, it seems to be a very mature approach to watchmaking as well. There aren't many of your peers in your price range that are able to produce something like this with historical movements, with sort of the level of design and care. And so to me, it feels like a real step forward. How do you pitch the brand to a newcomer for the first time?
Oh, the best brand in the world, that's for sure. You have no doubt on that. I mean, we really feel that the human being is at the center of every single decision we can take or make. No matter if we talk about our product development, about the network we are building across the world. I think that the fact that we are working on the long term makes things a little bit different in the sense that when we commit to all the different members of our chains, we commit. We can be sure that if we say something, talk about authenticity, about truth, about our product, at the end of the day, the end consumer will feel it, will feel. And how to grow in that industry, I think that as an independent company, I think that we need to be very agile, flexible, reactive, and that's I think part of the brand DNA that makes us happy today.
Great.
And positive.
Love
optimistic.
It. Yes, good.
Let's find the good words.
And I think we need some more optimism in this industry we need now, in this world, in this global arena that we currently play in. Amazing, thank you so much. That was fantastic. But as always, guys, we want to hear from you. So let us know down in the comments. What's your thoughts on the 50? What's your thoughts on Raymond Weil? Have you visited this new boutique in Old Town Geneva? Let us know. I'll be listening, I'll be reading, I'll be replying. Elie, thank you so much.
Sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay.
I need to do that. Sorry.
Good. This is
I don't
very
want
good.
to be rude.
Absolutely not. Thank you very much. Speak soon.